Hi everybody, it's Tommy Tsunami, Tom, introducing you to my fairly new, kind of new Scar 20S. Yep, and there's my dog, Max. Hi Max. Maxi Pad, come here Maxi Pad. Yep, there's a good boy. Yep, the dogs run free around here, so they're part of the family, they're part of the video. Come here Arwen. There's Arwen. There's my other dog. Yep, there's a good boy. All right, and I'm going to introduce you to my Scar S20S. I've done this before, but this is a whole new setup. I'm going to start a new series, and I'm going to announce a bit of a... Can you start huffing and puffing? I'm trying to make a video here. There you go. That's my whiskey up there. That's Jameson's Black Barrel. I have a little bit of a bitch about them. But let me introduce the rifle first of all, and maybe you guys will recognize some of my previous videos. I did it under a different name, and I want to separate that name out. I'm going to go by Tommy Tsunami now. It's a bit better of a name, and it's kind of stupid, but it's not as stupid as my previous name. So let me give you a rundown on the rifle that I have here. This is an F&N Scar 20S. This is the 20-inch barreled version of the Scar. It's meant to be a sniper support rifle, SSR, I believe. Mark 20 is also another nickname that they call it. You guys can just have to put up with dogs slobbering, birds making cheeping noises, and the whiskey needing to be drank. No, we'll go with drank, not drunk. So what we have here is a Scar 20S. This is not the typical Scar heavy, Mark 17 in 308, or the Scar 16, which is the 5.56 version of it. This is a 308 version. This is a 308 version, but this is the 20-inch barreled version. So it comes stock with this handguard, monolithic rail. That is aluminum piece from, basically from right there all the way to right there is an aluminum, call it handguard, stock, body, whatever you want to call it. It's all one piece of aluminum. Ends up being a heavy rifle, probably mostly because of that, but also because of well, the stock, the shoulder stock back there. It's a precision stock, adjustable for cheek rise and shoulder length here. It extends. You push that button, boom. Anybody that's seen the Scars online would recognize this and be able to tell that yeah, there's lots of adjustments. And the precision stock, it doesn't fold. It is a rigid mounted stock. This is the cheek riser, adjust right here, and this is the shoulder length, adjust right here. You push this button, pull it out. Anyway, this is not a battle rifle. This is technically a soldier, sniper support rifle is what they call it. SSR Mark 20. This one is in 308. They do offer it also in a 6.5 Creedmoor, although I dare someone to find it in that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's damn near impossible. That's the one that caliber 6.5 I kind of really wanted, and I couldn't find one, so I bought one in 308. There's nothing bad about that. I don't have to shoot it that far anyway. 308 works just fine for me. Actually, a little bit better, to be honest with you. I'm kind of new to rifle shooting to begin with, so 308 works better for me because it is much more known. You can get a lot more advice on 308. You can find the caliber, the cartridges everywhere. 6.5 is, well, 6.5 you can get just about anywhere anyway, but 308 just a little bit more. And actually, the last time I bought or looked at 6.5, it was actually cheaper. I don't know what to say about that. It might be because, well, everybody's buying it up because of the pandemic or the riots or the what have you. Anyway, this might be a good time to let you guys know that Jameson, one of my very favorite whiskey manufacturers, sent me an email the other day that said they are against hate speech. And that if I am against hate speech, I don't know, I should sign a petition or something like that. And I sent an email back that said, well, fuck you. I believe in the First Amendment and free speech. Hate speech is antithetical to free speech. I believe in free speech much more than I believe in hate speech, a made-up term that, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what it means. Basically what it means is people who have a bit of a Karen complex want to tell you what to do or say, and I don't believe in that. I believe in the First Amendment, as I believe in the Second Amendment, obviously. I believe you can do or say pretty much anything you want to do, as long as you're not impeding on the rights of other people. So that out of the way, I sent an email back to Jameson's, and I told them that I won't be buying Jameson's whiskey anymore, although I lied a little bit because I had some left, and man, I really like Black Barrel. So anyway, if you guys get a chance to drink Jameson's Black Barrel, I'm not going to suggest you that you give money to a company that believes in hate speech, but, well, you know what? It's pretty good whiskey, so maybe you should. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to my rifle here and my dog, who can't seem to quit huffing and puffing at me. I have F&N Scar 20S. Comes with a Super Scar trigger, awesome trigger, very light, 2-stage. And for anybody that doesn't know what it means, the first stage, basically the take-up is very, very light until you get to a bit of a, I don't know, I guess some people would call it a wall. It breaks very cleanly. Should. Fucking expensive as hell. I didn't pay for it, but I got it with the gun. And looking it up online, it's probably $300 or $400, $350, $400 to add it to your rifle as an aftermarket option. This one comes with that standard, comes in the box, and well, it's one of the better triggers I've ever pulled, although I don't have a whole lot of experience in rifle triggers to begin with. This one I have an AAC, or an Advanced Armament Corp flash hider on the front, because that mates with a suppressor that I'm still in the process of purchasing. Although I've paid for it and everything, I still can't use it till the paperwork goes through. So they're still sending it to me, and it's taken about 4 months so far. Anyway, this little window right here is where you adjust the gas block for suppressed and unsuppressed. You got to be able to get your fingers in there, and it's not easy. I don't know if you heard that. There's the click. There's the click back to suppressed. It's on unsuppressed now, and suppressed is the other direction. About a 45-degree cut the other way. It's got a mag pull. Hi, Max. You're helping me out with my video. Thank you very much. Come on, buddy. Come on, Max. Yeah. Okay, come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. There you go. Help me out here. Yeah. Go lay down. So I have the charging handle set up on the left side now. We go down it's got a Hogue overmolded grip. I like it, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. It's got a Vortex 4 to 12 by 40 scope on it, and there's kind of a bit of a long story about that Vortex scope. It wasn't. I introduced this gun previously, and it did not have that scope on it. It had a well, completely different scope. I think I'll save that for another video in my introduction for something, a different gun. But it used to be on a different gun, and I swapped it. I swapped the scopes because the other gun is going to be a longer range gun, and I think that scope would be better on it. Anyway, so this gun, the Scar 20S, nothing wrong with it, but I did take the scope off because the scope that I had on it was a much longer range scope, and I thought this scope would be more appropriate for its use, and that the other longer range scope would be more appropriate for the other one. So what I'll do is I'll get back to you guys. I've been trying to get back to it for, I don't know, more than a couple of weeks now. I want to do an accuracy test on a number of different bullet weights and brand names and post those results here, and I'm still planning on doing that, although I've had a couple of things come up in the meantime. So I'm going to sign off, but my next video will be the accuracy of this Scar and the different bullet weights and brand names, and let you know how that stuff went. So for now, it's Tommy Tsunami signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.